very good morning and welcome to this morning edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Steven Machado. Let's get into local news first. The Sri Lankan embassy in Israel reports that 6 Sri Lankan migrant workers have been affected due to the ongoing conflict in the country. According to Sri Lanka's ambassador to Israel, Nimal Bandara, 4 of the individuals have sustained injuries, while the homes of the remaining 2 have been damaged. Meanwhile, 146 Sri Lankans who were scheduled to travel to Israel for employment in the hotel and restaurant industry are currently remaining in Sri Lanka due to the suspension of flights. Ambassador Bandara stated that following the disruptions of air travel, the Sri Lankan Ministry of Foreign Affairs has taken steps to facilitate their travel to Israel once flight operations resume. Moving on, Sri Lankan authorities have launched multi-agency response to assess and contain environmental damage caused by microplastic fragments and debris linked to the MSC Elsa 3, a Liberan-flagged container ship that suffered an accident in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Kerala, India. The National Aquatic Resources Research and Development Agency, or NARA, confirmed that special investigative teams have been dispatched alongside Sri Lanka's coastline from the north to the south to evaluate the impact on marine life and coastal ecosystems. Cleanup operations remain underway to remove plastic particles and other pollutants believed to have been originated from the vessel. Jagat Gunasekara, Director General of the Marine Environment Protection Authority, or MIPA, stated that priority cleanup efforts are currently focused on the beaches of Jaffna, Mannar and Galle, where debris has already begun to accumulate. Gunasekara also noted that Sri Lankan armed forces, along with local community members, are actively involved in the coastal cleanup operations. Despite these efforts, marine debris continues to wash ashore in multiple districts, including Jaffna, Mannar, Puttlam and Galle, raising concerns about prolonged environmental fallout. The MSC Elsa was transporting 643 cargo containers when it encountered a water leak and began taking water on the 25th of May, roughly 38 nautical miles off the coast of Kerala. Several containers are believed to have been damaged or lost at sea, releasing microplastics and other hazardous materials that are now threatening regional marine biodiversity. Authorities are continuing monitoring and mitigation efforts as investigations into the full extent of the ecological impact unfold. On to a weather update. Showers will occur at times in the western and Sabargama provinces and in Nuwara Kandy, Galle and Mathura districts. Several spells of showers will occur in the northwestern province. Showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Uva province and in the Ampara Batiklo districts during the afternoon or night. Fairly strong winds of about 30 to 40 kilometers an hour can be expected at times over the western slopes of the central hills and in the northern, north-central, southern and northwestern provinces and in the Trincomalee district. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. Up next is international news.
International news.
In international news, lawmakers in Congress are debating a bill that would limit Trump's ability to enter into a direct war with Iran. The so-called War Powers resolution says that Trump cannot engage in unauthorized strikes against Iran without getting approval from the Congress first. Debating the bill on the floor of the Senate, Virginia Democrat Senator Tim Kaine said that if the U.S. were to fight against Iran, it would be the third war that the U.S. would have fought in the Middle East since 2001. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
In sports news, FIFA says fans from over 130 countries have purchased nearly 1.5 million tickets for the Club World Cup that kicked off last weekend in its newly expanded format across the United States. A crowd of more than 60,000 turned up for the opener at the Miami's Hard Rock Stadium on Saturday, which featured Inter Miami's Lionel Messi. While some 80,000 were in Rose Bowl stands as Paris Saint-Germain beat Atletico Madrid 4-0 on Sunday. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Steven Machado. Thank you for watching.